Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Monday, March 17th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORIONNWSF or on the YouTube Super Chat right here. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and we got a special time here with WWE on their European tour, live worldwide from Brussels, Belgium, and that's why we're live here at noon Pacific here on the West Coast. We got a good card laid out tonight, and the main reason that I'm here for Cody Rhodes and John Cena. I need to be able to see, if John Cena is going to debut a new theme or it's going to be maybe one of the old school ones. Word Life. Can't wait to be able to see what happens. Hope everyone is having a fantastic St. Patrick's Day. Odin is getting us started right out of the gates. $5 holla. I appreciate that. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little Cactus Jack bang bang. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're at 5:95 to go to hit the goal. Appreciate you. NC Jolly in the building. What's good? Odin in the building. What's good? And again, very early start for us in the West Coast. Noon Pacific. For people in the Midwest, it's 2. In the East Coast, like Odin in New York, it's 3. Not as bad as, for you guys out there. But again, the European tour is amazing. The crowd is going to be off the chain, and I can't wait to be able to see what we got here today. So we got Cody Rhodes and John Cena face-to-face. John Cena, maybe a new look, going back to his old school vintage days. Word Life, maybe a new theme, maybe an old theme. Music that he'll come down to. Definitely excited about that. Heel John Cena is the best John Cena. Then we got Braun Breaker and Finn Balor for the IC Championship. That should be must-see TV. We got Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser. No holds barred match. That should be must-see TV. You got Bianca Belair and Io Sky with the contract signing. Dakota Kai and Nile should be kind of an underrated match. It shouldn't be too bad. And then you got Jey Uso and Austin Theory. Can't wait to be able to see what we get here today. And again, we are going to be live just momentarily. Let's go, baby. And I had to hit you with the thumb. Cody Rhodes, the champ. John Cena, the heel on the right. And I had to give Penta, his proper love since he's got a good match here with no holds barred against Ludwig Kaiser. Penta looks good on the thumb. Debuting on the thumb for the very first time. Let's go, baby. Let's get this volume cranked all the way the fuck up. And I'm feeling vintage today. I got the old school NWO satin jacket on. NWO, because when you're NWO for life, brother. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Wow, crowd is rowdy, just like it was in Barcelona last week. Brussels, Belgium, I assume they're going to bring the energy and the heat as well. And again, I could have done the Blazer game against the Wizards late, at 7 p.m., but this is going to be a better stream than that. So, sometimes you got to, sacrifice a little bit of your early morning and afternoon since they're on the European tour, but I think it's going to be well worth it. Let me know what you want to see for a photo, Odin, at some point during the broadcast when we have a commercial. Oh, Braun Breaker, baby. Let's go. But I'm definitely excited to see heel John Cena, baby. Tribal Chief. That was great to see him come back. What a great surprise for those individuals. Let's go. Wow, look at that crowd. And again, European crowds are like Canadian crowds. They're a billion times better than the United States crowds, unless we're talking about a special event in CM Punk's hometown in Chicago or maybe in New York. But you don't really get crowds that are rowdy, and again, they don't have shows over there as often. The people in the United States, they take it for granted. The people in Europe, they live and breathe for this. And I can't wait to be able to see what kind of energy we're going to get. But just based on the first 5 or 10 seconds and seeing what we got, looks fucking incredible, just like Barcelona. Let's go. Wow, they got Corey Graves with Pat McAfee with a day off. Listen to the crowd. I mean, a lot of soccer chants, just a lot of chanting in general. Man, that's what it's about. It's all about the energy and the crowd in anything that you watch or anything that you go to. You know, you want to feel that energy and that excitement. And, you know, if you have the energy and the excitement like that Barcelona Raw, you know, overall, if that was in the United States, it probably would have been like a 7. But since the crowd was so amped up during the whole show, it ended up being a solid 9, 9.5. So it shows you that the crowd participation and the energy of the crowd can really lift a show from being, you know, average 7 all the way up to a 9 or a 9.5. Facts. Britt in the building. What's good? Happy birthday to Colton. Elliot in the building. What's good? Yeah, it's on Netflix. If you have Netflix itself, it's on there. Obviously, if you want to use, you know, the link that we have, Odin, I assume that would be working as well, but I'm watching on Netflix, so. This is going to be exciting. Can't wait to be able to see if John Cena is going to debut an old school theme music, old school ring gear, or if it's going to be something brand new. Very exciting to be able to kind of see this heel turn in Cena's last run with the company. Cody Rhodes, the super face. John Cena used to be the super face, now the super heel. Love it. Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor for the IC Championship. Penta, Ludwig, Kaiser, no holds barred. Should be sick. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. Contract signing. Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile will be an underrated match. And then Jey Uso versus Austin Theory. Let's go. Yes, can't wait for baseball to get back going for sure, 100%. And that is 100% true. You know, always putting the United States crowds to shame. And like I said, you know, if CM Punk, you know, ended up debuting, you know, in his hometown, then the crowd will get rowdy, or maybe a rowdy New York crowd. But the United States crowd, you know, they don't even compare to anywhere in Europe, anywhere in Canada. And even when we go to other locations like Australia, even those crowds are going to be better. But again, they do get less shows, so they're not as spoiled as us, you know, getting show after show after show in America. But you just would assume that the American fans would be better. But it shows that wrestling is global, and we are in Brussels, Belgium, after being in Barcelona last week. Oh, shit. Cena right out of the gates. The boos are loud. Oh, they're hitting him with the John Cena sucks, huh? Heel John Cena is the best John Cena, and it's always been that way. Word life, baby. Let's go. Just the regular theme music that is coming down. John Cena sucks. So I don't know if this is going to be forever for the rest of the year, that they're just going to use this, or eventually if we're going to have new merch, you know, new gear, you know, a new theme, you know, it may be something that they're, you know, trying to come up with, you know, or they may just stick with the old school theme, you know, that he last used, not like Word Life old school, but like the, you know, modern day John Cena theme song, and just him coming out as heel. But the John Cena sucks chants are loud and overpowering in Brussels, Belgium. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I was hoping for Thugonomics, and I was hoping, like, I wasn't expecting him to wear a chain or like a Mitchell and Ness jersey, but that would have been fucking incredible, you know, to have him go back all the way to that point. You came into the business this way, you know, you ended up being face John Cena, and you end John Cena, you know, obviously out the door the way that you came in, which would have been full circle. They may go back to that before the run is over. Remember, we are still early in the year, but the crowd is lively. And like I said, I never really liked John Cena as like one of my favorites, respected that what he did, whenever it was like Rock and Cena, I was always for The Rock. But again, I really did like and love heel John Cena in the beginning. Now he got the let's go Cena. Cena sucks, and it is loud. Wow. Crowd is loud. I mean, they're giving the Barcelona crowd a run for their money. This crowd might be better. Holy cow. Wow. And again, heel versions of any wrestler are going to be the best version because you get a deeper, darker version. The shit talking is better, right? The promos are better. And again, you get an overall better product. Even if someone is a super face as John Cena or Cody Rhodes, when they go heel, it'll be the best version of them. Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, doesn't matter. You're going to get the best version of that wrestler being heel, no matter who they are. Man, that crowd is awesome. They still haven't stopped. Half of the stadium, let's go Cena. Half the stadium, Cena sucks. Wow. Amazing. They can't even have John Cena talk within the first 5 minutes. It's great. And then you sold out. You sold out, man. I love this. Oh, Cena pretending he's going to walk out of the ring. Love it. They shouldn't have to look outside themselves. Starting with the first words in his X tweet this morning and relaying that message. Crowd is awesome. This crowd is better than the Barcelona crowd. The Barcelona crowd was pretty lively early on and it kind of faded late. But if they can keep this energy, this will be like the France crowd that we had, a few months back. You see, for 25 years. Tell him, Cena. I have been the victim of an abusive relationship. You have lost your time to talk. I mean, we watched pretty much the whole show last week for Barcelona. And again, the energy was much better than a United States crowd. But, I'm trying to get those Paris vibes. All you do is be hurtful. All you are is abusive. And all you ever done is bully me into being your damn puppet and expecting me to do all this stuff. He said, no more. Now, fuck you, Cena. Oh, man, this crowd is great. Dude, I love it. Wrestling fans, and obviously, if you're great on the microphone, the back and forth is great. Oh, I bet in the replay they'll take that out. Well, maybe they won't. I mean, they said that Netflix was going to be a little bit more, a little bit more edgy, right? Like the Attitude Era. And it's been the same damn noise for 25 years.
to the WWE.
Tell him, John.
Oh, you let me know really loud that you hated me.
And it's cool because you can tell it's like literally the whole building is engaged.
Moments of embarrassment, moments of shame, just like this. You let me know that I wasn't worthy of your attention. So what did I do? I went and I changed myself, hoping that you would like me a little bit, and it worked for a second, but then it wasn't enough. So what did I do? I worked hard like I always do, and I started to win. Win.
Yeah, they definitely need to roll out some new heel merch, new T-shirt, new hat, new wristbands, new headband, you know, and a new vibe.
You hated it. It wasn't enough. So what did I do? I spent the next 10 years of my life trying to give away everything I possibly could, and it wasn't enough.
And obviously, we're going to have Cody come out here in a few minutes once he's done talking. Little face-to-face action. Now they hit him with the shut the fuck up. I love it.
And in my final moments, what's the only thing I can do, right? I can walk away. What a great example. They go from chanting, shut the F up, to cheering when I say I'm going to walk away. So I announced my retirement in a move that has never been done before. I'm actually walking away at the end of this year. I tried one last time to get along with you guys. I tried one last time to do something nice for you, and you ruined it. Just like you ruined everything. It's just like right here tonight. For 2 seconds, it was great, and then it's never enough.
Hey, goodbye. Oh, man. This crowd. The United States could only dream of a crowd. Any building, you know, in the United States would not be able to do that. Wow. Awesome. Shout out to Brussels. Shout out to the Belgium fans.
It is never enough, and you should all be ashamed of yourself. All you ever do is take. You take. You take. And you take. And you only care about yourselves. I put my values on the line to make a very important choice in my life. And all you could think was, what do we get? My story changed. What do we get? John Cena's coming to my town. What do we get? This is trending. What do we get? Not one of you sons of bitches asked me how I feel. It's just, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? You get nothing. You get what you have earned, and what you have earned is nothing. You don't get a new look because you dress like me. I don't dress like you idiots. You don't get new music. That's my voice on that song, and your time is finally up, and my time is finally now. The only thing you get is to take a long look in the mirror to see how awful each and every one of you has been for 25 years to me.
Tell him, John.
chanting for Cody. Of course, your brand new shiny toy, because you're about to put this one out to pasture. Like I said, with every breath, you prove my point that you're awful people. And that's every single person in this room. No one is safe. No one can hide, especially the people I can pick out in a crowd. Yeah, I see you. And you in the front row. And you in the front row. I can identify you very easily. You're the let's go Cena people. You're the people who are like, man, I support you.
Man, crowd is unbelievable. Shows you how important it is to be great on the mic. Not everyone can drop the skills on the microphone like Cena.
I'm about to tell you why the Let's Go Cena people are just as awful. You claim to support me? What have you ever done? What have you, what have you ever done to support me, huh? What have you ever done for me? All you ever do is steal from me. You steal. You steal my personal moments. You steal my time. You have made me your freaking toy. I'm an object to you. You have made me the butt of a stupid, invisible joke for 15 years, and you still think it's funny. It is not funny. It is pathetic. You are pathetic. When I want to hear this is tough for you. Oh, you're not ready to hear this. You're not ready to lean into an uncomfortable conversation. The truth is, you don't wear this for support. You wear it to make you feel good. You wear words like hustle, loyalty, and respect. I live them every day. You think you can buy the words never give up? I am the definition of perseverance, and every person here knows it. You do not support me. What you do is you use me as an excuse for your pathetic failure of a life.
I love that they're giving Cena so much time on the mic.
You've ever done there for 25 years is sit on your ass and watch me be great. No more. This, everybody, including that one kid right there, is a toxic, dysfunctional relationship. Oh, I don't want to hear it. It's too tough for you. Huh? Listen to this. I'm breaking up with you. I'm done. I'm breaking up with every single person. Whether you like me or you don't, you don't. I don't need you anymore. I don't care about you, and you don't matter to me. And here's the thing. There's no noise you can make. There is nothing you can do because you know I'm right and you know you are wrong.
Oh, here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Man, let's go. Crowd is phenomenal. Especially when you can go word for word, you know, and the whole building gives you that energy. Man. Man, WWE is cooking. Great way to open the show. Heck yeah. I'm going to go grab my phone here real quick. Let's go. Let's go. Cody, Cena. All right, let's see what Cody has to say. The energy is like an 11 out of 10 in this building. Wow. So rowdy. I love it. Making the Barcelona crowd look bad. Holy cow. And Barcelona's crowd was pretty damn good. Wow. Wow. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Wow. That is awesome. Unbelievable. The United States could only dream of having this kind of energy. Incredible. Holy moly. What a great way to open the show in the first 30 minutes. There's always going to be a reason, you know, to be able to stream a little bit early. And I know a lot of people that are at work are definitely missing out. Incredible.
I think everybody was willing to hear you out, even myself. If I understood correctly from what you just said, they've given you their worst. Sure, they might have given you their worst. They have also given you their best for 25 years, and they did that. They did that because you were special. They did that because you could take it. They did that because you could carry it. Listen, kid, enough! And it's certainly not kid. It's WWE champion. Let me ask you.
He'd be like, "Where's your belt, old man?"
was the guy on this shirt. Right here. Even after what you did, I was excited at the prospect of going week to week, face to face with John Cena. And instead, I got this. Well, this better not show up at WrestleMania. Because if it does, I run it over, I run it out, because I already took its best shot and it wasn't good enough. I retire it early. So go find John Cena, because I want to wrestle him at WrestleMania 41, not this whiny bitch.
Oh. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. What a crowd. It's pretty rare to be able to start a show off with just purely promo talking for the first 30 minutes. Great job by both. Wow. American crowds, take note. Hey, goodbye. Man, they hit him with the na. Wow. Great opening. Haven't even had any matches yet. Man, the electricity through the roof. Man, Pat McAfee would just be living his best life if he was there.
I believed in that man. Rode alongside that man. Bought everything that he was selling. Not only me, but the thousands of fans in attendance tonight, the millions around the world. And then he has the audacity to come out here tonight and blame the WWE fans. John Cena's a 16-time champion because of the fans. John Cena's a massive millionaire and a movie star because of the fans. And what does he do? He comes out and tries and acts like an irrational prick. That's what John Cena is. Cena said it was uncomfortable in and of itself. I understand your frustrations. I understand the WWE Universe is frustrated. I'm disappointed as anybody else. But John Cena believed the words he just spoke. That was John Cena speaking his truth. We don't have to like it. Obviously, he doesn't care if we like it. One thing's for certain. Come WrestleMania, Cena and Rhodes are in for the fight of their lives. 33 nights it's going to be a wild road to get there. Switching gears down to our main event tonight on Monday Night Raw. It is the Championship from the night. Going to take a look back.
Yeah, IC Championship for main event should be nice. Breaker versus Finn Balor. Oh, baby. 87, WrestleMania 3. I remember this. I was 5 years old. Ricky, the Steamboat versus my guy, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ricky the Dream Steamboat. Wow, old school. Bring me back. Breaker and Finn for the main event. Penta and Ludwig Kaiser, no holds barred match tonight. Bianca and Io with the contract signing. Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile. And then obviously Jey Uso and Austin Theory. Oh, wow. We're going to get Penta and Ludwig Kaiser right out of the gate. First match. WWE knows what it's doing, baby. Let's go. Ludwig Kaiser. Hell yeah.
So I added peanut butter M&Ms. So creamy and comforting. Hey, wait, my dad's going hello. Well, that's not very sad of you. I'm a work in progress. Peanut butter M&Ms.
Batteries Plus, we know off is not an option. Off means you're late for work or miss a call. Life is busy. You're busy. You need to be on the road.
He said George the Animal Steel, old school.
Batteries Plus has batteries, phone repair, TV remote services, and lighting solutions.
Must see TV right here.
Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what's my after party? We're missing. Want me to bring lines? So helpful, Steven. I think I'm trying to get margarita recipe. Well, you know what? It's twisted. Hey, can I come? Since you leave, I probably went to my spam. Great cocktail. Perfect.
Let's go, baby. George Animal Steel was a college professor. I did not know that. I mean, I'll know, a few of just kind of like the random things that most fans know, that like Macho Man could have played professional baseball instead of being a wrestler, and and some of these other jobs that some of the wrestlers had. Obviously a lot of the OGs played either high school or college ball and then transitioned, obviously into WWE, and more than, just Brock Lesnar and The Rock. There's quite a few of them, and Roman Reigns. There's, quite a few if you actually look up, some of the past of the wrestlers, but I did not know that.
But I didn't want the credit card. With fees, interest, or end up in expensive debt. So I got the Child Credit Builder Board, and I use it for everything.
But one of the best crowds, like I said, the Barcelona crowd, started off the show, but then it kind of, started to fade a little bit. But it was a strong, 9.5, 10 crowd early on, and then it kind of faded a little bit, to maybe, still a solid crowd, like a 9. But the crowd here today is like a fucking 12, and like I said, we'll see if they keep up that energy. It's not going to be the same type because obviously you don't have Cody Rhodes and John Cena out there, but we'll see if they keep that energy for the other wrestlers. And if they do, it should be just as good as last week, if not slightly better. So.
Paid autographs and photo op with his favorite WWE superstar to be available tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Don't go Steve Austin with just announced April 19th and 20th. Tickets on sale now.
Stone Cold. We went from 316 to St. Patrick's Day, back to back, huh? Ludwig Kaiser. No holds barred now versus Penta. Oh, bring out the pyro, the energy. Miedo. Heck yeah. I mean, it's pretty rare for them to be able to, hit it right on the head on what they need to do to market a superstar from AEW to WWE and take their career to the next level. They did it with Cody Rhodes. They did it with Penta. They're not going to do it for every AEW star, especially when Cody was originally in, WWE, left, and then came back. But it should be exciting to see if there's any others that follow suit. Ray Phoenix, very, very shortly, we're going to get that. We'll see how they promote him, and definitely excited to see what we get here today in the no holds barred Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser. Hit him with the ole. Ole, ole, ole. Ciero, miero. Tell him. This crowd is amazing. I wish we had crowds like this on every fucking show. I mean, it used to be like this back in the Attitude Era and the NWO era and the ECW era, from, 95 to 99 when wrestling was at its peak. But you'll get glimpses of it now. But all right, here we go. And obviously, as a wrestler, these are the, events that you dream of performing at with crowds that are super into, every single match and every single thing that's going on in that, 3-hour span. Yes. Yeah. Anytime you have like a soccer crowd, for sure. Rowdy, passionate, intelligent, and also, trying to, let's go, Penta. Oh, I want to see what kind of weapons we're going to have here today. Oh, nice drop kick there. Oh! And I like Lucha Libre gear, and Penta's gear, reminds you of like, Lucha style with a little like Mortal Kombat, and I love it. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, thumb to the eyes. Uh-oh. Oh! Holy fuck. Announce table did not break. What a move by Ludwig Kaiser.
Designer bag, if you can prove to me that you know your finances. Let's do it. How many subscriptions do you have? Probably just Netflix and Spotify. All right, it's saying you have 13.
That's an awesome photo. Where the hell did you find that?
It shows you all your expenses.
What is he doing? Is he eating the turnbuckle insides, or he just ripped it open? That is crazy. I've never seen that photo. Epic. Just on Google.
So much. Just look at the facts. We run on America's most reliable 5G network for as low as $25 a month. They don't. We lock your price for 5 years. Not bad. And we'll give you a free Samsung A35 with 6 to any of our phone plans. So back those guys, right? We've got you covered. Get the facts.
Awesome photo, dude. Great minds think alike, my guy.
Unlimited mini price pizzas for 50% off when you order online. Choose any size, any crust, including on stuffed crust and any toppings you want. Get 50% off your perfect pizza or pizzas.
Man, it's been such a long time. Wow. Incredible. Great photo, my guy.
Athlete for life.
I mean, I've watched a lot of like old school wrestling, but I don't remember him doing that too often. But again, I didn't really watch a whole lot of his matches. You know, he was kind of at the point where he was a little bit before my time for the most part. You know, since I started watching around 85. So let's go, baby. Monday Night Raw in Brussels, Belgium. Let's get it. Your grandpa. Nice little crossbody there for Penta.
Now looking to turn the tide in this matchup.
Oh, nice backstabber. 2. And they're doing the same kind of vibe as the France crowd. Oh. 2. Oh man, this crowd is a billion times better. This is the closest thing to the France crowd that we've had. I mean, again, Barcelona's crowd was good, but this crowd is elite.
It's just always in a foul mood. And Kaiser now with Penta.
Oh, full speed. Nope. Oh. With all the computers and everything on there still. Monitors and whatnot. Wiring. Big slap there by Ludwig Kaiser. They want tables. Ooh. Hey. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh, wow. 2. It's kind of refreshing to be able to see crowds that, you know, I was used to hearing, you know, from 95 to 99. And, you know, every once in a while you get it, but it was a regular thing back then, and it's nice to see that it's starting to make a little bit of a comeback. In certain locations, you're never going to get that in America, but at least the Canadian fans and the European fans, can give you that glimpse of what it used to be like on the regular on Nitro and Raw. Facts, as well as ECW. Ooh, big chair shot. I haven't watched it yet, but I do know of its existence when they were mentioning that they were going to have a channel put up, but I haven't watched any of the content from it yet. But I imagine I will at some point. Have you got a chance to watch anything from it yet? Oh, nice destroyer. One of the coolest moves in wrestling. Doesn't matter who does it either. Oh! Nice opening match. Crazy, like the whole first hour of the 2.5 hour show, promos and then one match, but you're not gonna hear anybody complain. And it's pretty rare to have someone like Penta as like a lucha libre, get treated like, like royalty, Penta, a lot of the lucha libre guys, I mean, besides like a Rey Mysterio and whatnot. Kathy Kelly looking cute there with the little outfit. Let's go. Flair and Vader.
Because I'm alive in Europe. Not only in Europe. In every continent and in the world. You say, what is next for Penta? The Continental Championship.
Let's go.
This is for you. I don't care what I have to do. I promise you. Te voy a romper tu madre. ¿Y sabes por qué? Porque yo soy Penta.
Let's go. IC title for Penta would be dope, for someone like that from AEW to, they marketed him well, give him the pyro, put him in the spotlight, and he definitely has, over delivered, so to speak. Okay, we got Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile. Hopefully Dakota Kai will not get banged up. Let's go, baby.
So when you're courtside trying to hit the over, up here trying to hit the under, hitting that thing with your first. Get your welcome off and play with the sportsbook board and base. Oh, this is. Ready? Get up to a $1,500 new customer offer. Bonus bets when you sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today. Insurify. At Insurify, we make it easy to cut your car insurance bill in half. Just go to Insurify.com and complete dozens of quotes in a few clicks. Cut out the middleman so you can cut your bill in half. Go to Insurify.com and save up to 50% on your car insurance.
Premium wireless for $15 a month. They made mobile. But I premium wireless for $15 a month. Why not premium wireless for $15 a month? Let's be honest. Premium wireless for $15 a month. Am I right? Let's just stop having AI write these, okay, guys?
Oh, what's up, man? We're still trying to get that new place, right?
Yeah.
Well, check this. Table 5 was popping off. They were talking about all this new technology. There's a
Yeah, I mean, obviously that, you know, the Penta the Penta La Parca vibes are real for sure.
You don't believe in yourself. I believe in me. I think I own it. You gotta rent that? That's fake. I don't know why you like that. Yeah. It's not a for us.
I'm lazy to have collagen. I used to have probiotic green juice. I replaced it all with this pharma colostrum. And if you don't know what colostrum is, it is amazing. It is a bioactive whole food. That's all the essential nutrients you need for your skin, your gut, energy, focus, mood, performance, your hair, like immune system. It strengthens, supports all of that. The first thing I noticed was the energy recovery that I had to work out. You want to try it? Try armor.com.
Before I understood, before I could use my mind to make a summary, I had to be born for it. You can be smart, or you can be nuke smart. All conditions normal. That was frustrating.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of options, you know, for today anyways. Like, you know, I could have tried to do like Mariners and the Athletics, which is going to start here in about 10 minutes. But again, there's no link. You know, spring training baseball, some are going to have it, some are not. So, and unfortunately, a lot of the Mariner matchups have just not been televised, you know, unless you're able to get the road team in their local broadcast and you're able to get that. We got Liv on screen with Raquel.
She's just gonna be another stuff on the Mid-Morgan Revenge Tour. This time next week, both of us.
I like Dom's vest, and I like the Dominic Mysterio, little Mysterio beanie there. It's a fresh look.
Here's the thing. I've been talking to some people and I have an idea.
I don't know if we want to talk about this.
I think it is. You know, ever since we lost JD, we also lost some wrestler. So I think I found the perfect person to actually judge. What if we had Penta to the judgment? So let me get this.
Penta to the Judgment Day. That would give them a little bit of juice, you know.
You go behind my back. You have all these conversations with all these people.
Yeah, I don't think it will happen either. Obviously, they're already doing kind of the singles run with him, but you could have Ray Phoenix and Penta join at some point, or Phoenix could join down the road.
You know what? You're a snake.
even know Penta was gonna go for the IC.
You don't want to show the.
But I mean, that's the type of move that they would have to kind of make to be able to be like relevant again with no Ripley and no Priest. Judgment Day is kind of dead, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree. So to go from one of the coolest factions to one that's really irrelevant, if you were able to get like Penta and Phoenix to join, it still wouldn't be the same. Oh, Chad Gable in the building, nice. It still wouldn't be the same as Ripley, and having Damian Priest, but it would be a start though. Love me some Chad Gable. There we go. We got Ivy Nile now and Dakota Kai next. Yeah, and I think the main thing, Odin, you know how it goes, bro. I'm a grinder. I'm going to work hard and I'm going to try to, enjoy the moment, every single day, and I'm going to work harder than most. And, I'm going to put in that time and that energy, whether it be basketball, baseball, football, hockey, wrestling. And, again, Monday Night Raw going to Netflix, I knew was going to be a good opportunity, to get more people to kind of, come together and enjoy something that both of us love since we were little. And, again, some are going to be better than others with, people showing up or donos and whatnot, but I'm having a good time. I'm going to be able to hang out with you, which is great. And we'll see if we get a few more people coming in, during the end of their work shift or whatnot. I know it's still a little early for some. 2. And again, I don't think I'm going to do Blazers and Wizards later tonight, but I might just to kind of compensate possibly, and then we'll see what we got going on for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Obviously, we got March Madness, starting on Thursday, and we'll kind of, play it by ear what we decide to do. Blazers, Kraken, March Madness, wrestling. Nice boot there by Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile. I mean, it would be nice if we could find more people that were diehard like you and me, Sarah and a few others, Lenny D and whatnot. But again, all we can do is grind and then eventually see if these people will find us or, hop in the room if they're already subscribed, But anytime you end up having a weird time, when you're having to stream at like 9, 10, 11, noon, my time here on the West Coast, it's incredibly early, especially if it's during the work week. So, let's be real. Most people are working. So Mysterio and Dragon Lee with matching outfits. I love it. Yeah, even when I do Mariner games during the regular season, coming up, every once in a while, they'll have like some weird ass time, like 10 in the morning. And obviously, I know it's going to be challenging for likes and subs and views and donos if I have to go that early, compared to maybe something else later in the evening. But, I got to stay true to the things that I love, 2, 3. I didn't think it was going to be over right there. I thought it would just be 2, but. Yeah, when do you go back? Have you got a date in mind, or have the doctors told you when you're going to be cleared to go back? And and also for me, as long as I think for me, it's more of like as long as we're not at 0, on the donos, as long you're going to have people come and go, people hop in and hop out, but as long as, I grind and as long as we're not at a 0 on anything that I do, I think that really is the more important thing, just trying to be able to, work hard and, feel appreciated for the hard work that's put in. And obviously I got a vet visit with Paisley coming up and, I got to grind it out. So. EO. So we're going to have Io and Bianca, but are they going to have Ripley involved? It's going to be a triple threat, or is it just going to be one-on-one? Yeah, I did notice that. Like you have Jordan Grace and Ivy Nile. Like if anything, I mean, if this was the Vince era, those would be the ladies that would be getting the push. And then the ladies that are like Dakota Kai would be getting buried. It would be like a squash match. So kind of interesting to see like the opposite. In this Triple H era, where you don't really know what to expect. Belt changes could happen. On Monday Night Raw, NXT, or SmackDown, and just based off the size of the wrestlers, the ones that were more roided up, typically were the ones given the bag and given the gold. But now, brother, you never know. It could end up being a small wrestler or a medium-sized wrestler that actually gets the shine for once. So should be a triple threat, right? I mean, especially with the double slap that we saw last week, and again, Io and Bianca, it doesn't really flash. But if you add Ripley to it and it's a triple threat, then it's more must see TV. So I assume that's the direction that they're going to go.
I mostly feel cold. Try to make y'all look fresh.
No one's fresh. A super fast connection to the court with low lag. That's Wi-Fi built for streaming live sports. Bring on the good stuff.
Not all canned beans are the same. To show you why Goya black beans are so good, we brought in the experts.
I wonder if they had to cut that match short a little bit, based on the length of the Cena promo and the Cody promo. And then obviously you had the first match, but. All right, Mariner game getting it started here.
Beans is with goodness. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Well, look who's back doing a live call-in show with Richard Connors. Everybody's Live with John Mulaney, only on Netflix. Sunglasses.
Brussels, Belgium for the very first time for live WWE TV. This is
Brussels, Belgium for the very first time, and they're acting like this is the very first time, and they know that once the crowd, acts like this, that's going to be a better chance for them to come back again. So. Io, yeah, I am too. I want to see Asuka get that love too. But obviously some kind of unfortunate injuries and whatnot. So, Adam Pearce.
The Women's World Championship match at WrestleMania between the challenger Bianca Belair and your Women's World Champion Uso. Ladies, you know how this works. 2 signatures on the contract makes it official. The floor is yours.
Bianca, you will not disrespect me again. Rhea will not disrespect me again. No one will disrespect me again because I am the Women's World Champion.
Let's go.
And after WrestleMania,
Oh, wow. Look at that. Let's go. This crowd is amazing. Hi, Sarah. How are you? You're gonna have to watch the replay. First hour, the Cena and the Cody Rhodes, just the talking was like a half hour. It was incredible. And then you had probably about a 20-minute match, 23-minute match with Penta and Ludwig Kaiser. And then we just got done with Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile, and now they're doing the contract signing. The crowd on a scale of 1 to 10 is like a fucking billion. It makes the Barcelona crowd look tame. And the Barcelona crowd was like a solid 10 or a 9. This is like 1 to 10. It's like a 12. It's incredible.
Last week I gave you a pass because it was low-key my fault. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I told Rhea. If you think I'm going to let you put your hands on me again and I do nothing about it, then
But you'll be shocked, Sarah. I mean, again, you remember the Paris, France show? The best show by the crowd in the last 2 years? It's similar to that, and when it's all said and done, I don't know if this will be rated higher than that France crowd, but it's going to be close. It'll definitely be the best 2 crowds we've seen in 2 years. That's pretty fucking impressive. And that's not an exaggeration. Odin will back it up and anyone on the internet, but, And I may go, all right, Ripley's coming out. Hell yeah, make it a triple threat, baby. But I may go live later tonight for Blazers and Wizards at 7 p.m. Pacific, but I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel and how Paisley is doing and whatnot. So, but I didn't want to miss John Cena, making his, promo, debut after going heel. I love me some Ripley. Judgment Day is failing without her and Damian Priest. It's crazy how you can have like an emo goth, vibe be like the best, because it was always, the pretty faces, the people that look like they could model, but it's not the diva era anymore. And not only does the goth emo vibe work, she is the best wrestler, like in my opinion, like out of all the wrestlers, even Charlotte, and Tiffany Stratton, they have the athleticism and everything. But I think right now, EO, she's got the gold. Oh, big headbutt. Oh, big kick to the midsection. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, baby. But to me, Ripley is, in my book, number 1 and has been for a while. She's best at selling. She's great on the mic. It's natural. It's not forced. She is the total package. And I'm not talking Lex Luger. She's incredible. Hell yeah, triple threat. She's like, let me sign my name on here. And if we're being honest, Io and Bianca one-on-one is boring, but you end up having Ripley in there. You might have some double team moves. You're going to end up having a little bit more chaos. And again, you have to understand what's going to make a great, match at a PLE or, pay-per-view. Yeet.
Playing tricks on me. So I flew halfway across the world to whoop somebody. That box tonight, all spirit. We're at WrestleMania.
And I know Paul Heyman and a few others have been working with Jey on the microphone. And I know Jey has mentioned that he wanted to, go one-on-one with The Rock on the microphone. And we know how great the Rock is, on the microphone. He can obliterate anyone, but I have been impressed with Jey. He's been getting better on the microphone, And now we got Gunther and Jey with a little squabble, little Kendrick Lamar squabble up. Yeet. Yeah. Let's go. And it shows you in this modern day, you know, you don't necessarily, you know, have to have a cheesy gimmick, you know, like where we had a lot of, you know, painted faces and masks and outfits, you know, in the 80s and the 90s, right? But if you're going to be a generic wrestler that can't really talk on the mic and you have no costume, no agenda, you know, like at some point or another, like no one's going to care. You know, Gunther is a glorified, you know, wannabe Drew McIntyre, you know, Sheamus. It's like, you know, you can have the gold and you can have your moment, you know, but again, the fans will never be behind you, you know, except for maybe from his home country. You know, that's about it. Like, you know, but I think out of all the wrestlers that are in the business, you know, AEW and WWE, he might be the most boring, like basic, bland wrestler in the last 25 years that has gotten the gold. You know, I'm trying to think of someone more boring than him. And again, there's some things that he can do in the ring that can be exciting. He wrestles physical like Sheamus, but he doesn't have the look like Sheamus or the personality like Sheamus. He's just very bland and boring. And, you know, I can't wait for the Jey Uso, you know, regime and era to start. And then I wonder who he'll feud with after he gets the belt from Gunther. Let's go. Congratulations. Sarah's now you know, hiding, right? She's like, I gotta go to the back parking lot, the bathroom. I gotta find somewhere. I gotta hide and watch this. Whose house? Swerve's house. What's good, Lauren? Mariners just started up, but unfortunately in spring training, we don't have a lot of televised games. Otherwise, I would have been doing more Mariners spring training, even though it doesn't really mean anything. But I'm a little worried. You know, I know our pitching staff has a little setback with Kirby. And again, we've had guys like Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey Jr. and Ichiro come in. But, you know, overall, you know, we got one of the worst records in spring training. And I know spring training is just spring training, but it's still a little concerning. And again, when we first started spring training, you know, we were like the number one hitting team, you know, for a minute there. And, you know, I just very curious to see what we, you know, get as the season starts. But I don't like the win-loss record and seeing the Mariners at the very bottom, you know, in the spring training standings with like the Marlins, who are by far the worst fucking team on planet Earth. Like, I don't want to be on that level. We're trying to win the goddamn division. I'm not trying to get fucking, you know, last place. And of course, you know, you got a bunch of these garbage pitchers, you know, that are going in there. You're getting a lot of the farm system guys. But again, you know, you just want, you know, more of a complete package in some of the games. You know, seeing Durangelo pitch, you know, from the left side and the right side in the futures game, and seeing some of the other talent that we have is exciting, you know, but hopefully we will get some dubs as we go into the regular season. Yeah, nobody has any links for the Seattle game against the Athletics. I always check, you know, to see if there's anything on any link site, you know, that is available. And usually if one doesn't have it, none of them have it. You know, it's just one of those things, unless you can find, you know, the local broadcast of the opposing team, because Seattle doesn't really televise a lot of their spring training games, which is a damn shame. So, you know, this is the, you know, best opportunity to look at our farm guys that are finally coming up, and they're playing well, a lot of them. And some of them are going to get called up this year, but they're not all going to get called up. Colt Emerson, Cole Young, Harry Ford, Lazaro Montez, and a few others. So, yeah, I mean, once it's regular season, that's a whole nother story. But spring training, you know, it really just depends on, you know, if they're going to, you know, have it available or not. And some is just strictly radio, you know, so. But I mean, I would love to be able to just have it on the side, and, you know, even if it's muted, I want to be able to pay attention, you know. But so far, Monday Night Raw here in Brussels, Belgium, is very close to that France crowd. And that was the best crowd that we've seen in WWE in a couple years. The Barcelona crowd was pretty good. It was a solid 9, but on a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 15 crowd. It's just right up there with France, just being crazy throughout, the whole show. But again, I'll have to wait until this show is over to see if it ends up being better than France or just below. But it's been really good energy from the crowd here, and this is the first show in Brussels, Belgium ever, so that's a big reason why. Now we got Theory and Jey Uso in the ring. Get him, Jay. Nice crossbody. Whoa. Squash match by Jay. I mean, I get it, trying to make, certain wrestlers look a certain way, but, I want to see more. That match was way too short. Damn, Jay almost landed on his head. Oh, Gunther from behind. Yeet. The gold looks good on Jay. And again, it will be emotional for him when he does win. And a lot of people think it's just the yeet movement, but it's more than that. Even if he wasn't doing that, people would still be behind him. Yeah. I've been watching as much as I possibly can and, listening to as much, with Riz, and anything that's broadcasted. I'm always looking at the box scores and, keeping up with everything. So is this going to be like a 2-hour show? Or even shorter? Shows have been about 2 hours and 30 minutes, but if we're already on the main event, we're only an hour and 24 minutes in. But we just got done with Uso and Theory. That one should have went longer. Kai and Ivy Nile, that's done. Bianca, Io, and then obviously Ripley adding herself to the contract. Penta and Ludwig was the first match. And then we're going to go with Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. Unless they are going to drag this out to be like a 30-minute match or something. But even then, that's still like a half hour shorter than what we're used to. But we'll see.
Championship against Judgment Day. Finn Balor, it flies on Netflix.
All right. Well, what other matches or what other things do we got going on here? Based on everything that was televised, that's the only thing left. But we'll find out.
And not just because I look good drinking. I also like the improved focus and all-day energy. Plus, it's easy on the stomach. That's because we use only the best organic mushrooms, like Stumpy Warthog, bird in the bushes, and found a hair in Marsupius, which sound like made-up names because they are. Rise mushroom coffee. Drink it cold or hot, like me.
Grab some Goya Maria cookies. The ones with the golden wrapper.
Golden wrapper, you said? That golden wrapper is.
No, but it's the perfect snack.
And you can turn them into a real treat. Goya Maria cookies. Give snack time the golden touch. Staying in doesn't mean you can't go all out. More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The boneless meal deal from Wingstop. 20 wings and 4 delicious flavors. It's $16.99. Order now at wingstop.com. So wireless, we got your back every day. Others, not so much. Just look at the facts. We run on America's most reliable 5G network for as low as $25 a month. They don't. That. We locked your price for 5 years. Not that. That. And we'll give you a free Samsung A35 when you switch to any of our phone plans. So back those guys, right? We've got you covered. Get the facts. Then switch to Total Wireless. Oh, what's up, man? We still trying to get that new place, right? Yeah. Well, check this. Table 5 was popping off. They were talking about all this new technology. There's a t-shirt that can button itself. My boy has that t-shirt. For real? And the pants. Yes, sir. Pants, too. We got new vests. I can check the best itself. My portfolio is set. You don't believe in yourself. I believe in me. Why do you think I own it? You want to rent that? Crazy. That's fake. I don't know why he's like that. Yeah. It's more for us.
We will never hear a brand new national treasure.
You want some of that?
Something's new epic world. New arena. New storyline.
WWE 2K25.
This is the beautiful city of Brussels, Belgium, to the fact that the capital of the European Union, and for the first time ever, hosting a live WWE television broadcast.
First ever TV broadcast, largest city in Belgium. World's chocolate capital, Brussels.
Monday Night Raw live on Netflix. Came right in that beautiful square yesterday on North. The best taking place I've ever been. Unbelievable city. I love it here. And here tonight on Monday Night Raw, a lot of action as we head to WrestleMania, including a breakdown of the contracts on the British Championship match at WrestleMania between Bianca Belair and Io Sky. He barely had the chance to drive before Mommy hit the scene and destroyed everyone in the process. Power bombing Io Sky, the women's world champion, onto her WrestleMania challenger, the EST, and then after signing her own name on the dotted line, which we need to remind you is not legally binding, Rhea Ripley would leave the ring with the aforementioned contract for WrestleMania. Adam Pearce chasing behind. You can't just write the name on the contract. It's like talking to a child. No, you got to give me the contract. No, yes, give me the contract. Give me Rhea Ripley. Give me the contract. Here's your contract. Yeah, put me in the net. Oh. As well. wrestling. Good luck. Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix in Brussels, Belgium. It's presented by Snickers. Tag team action underway. American-made the Three Brothers. Set for action here tonight.
A little LWO. Little Dragon Lee, little Rey Mysterio.
Well, let's remind everyone how this matchup came about last week here on Monday Night Raw, LWO, with a matchup against the New Day. And it looked like Ray and Dragon Lee were going to pick up the win, but hey, very suspicious individual, or I guess, came up out of the audience and attacked Mysterio and Dragon Lee, allowing the New Day to pick up the victory. Mysterio wanted this luchador, Chad Gable tonight, but whoa. You gotta stop the speculation. We saw last week backstage, Chad Gable was getting interviewed. Oh! And the aforementioned mysterious American luchador was seen behind Chad Gable. What, did he clone himself? It's impossible. Let's believe what you find. Sent into the corner by Dragon Lee. How many guys over the years have masking this? That could be Del Wilkes, that could be Tom Brady, someone else might have bought the gimmick. Any number of people. Clearly said American made. Okay, proceeded. There's Dragon Lee now. Top rope, cross pipe. Covers the away and a kick out by Julius Breed.
No worries, bro. I wonder if this is the second to last match before we get into the main event.
When it comes to your business, off is not an option. Off means time and money lost. To move forward and grow, you need to be on time, on budget, so you can come out on top. Batteries Plus has national scale to fulfill all your battery and power needs, and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business. Visit one of our 700 plus stores today.
You know, we only get some man.
Man, a 3-minute ad during a match. Come on. Your Amazon, you're following it stop by stop. What do you got ordered? You got some new like wrestling figures or wrestling merch? Oh, DVDs. The wrestling DVDs? Or just different DVDs?
I want you to push in real slow. Push in real slow. Well, look who's back doing a live call-in show with Richard Kine. Everybody's live with John Mulaney, only on Netflix, where we cut to the sunrise and sunrise.
You come to my after party? Wouldn't miss it. Want me to bring lines? So helpful, Steven.
Oh, Garbage Pail Kids. Nice. I'm always watching stuff from the 80s on the daily.
Just 1 year, I had over $900 in banking fees, and I had enough. And I realized just how much money I could save. That's when I found Chime, and I signed up immediately. There's no overdraft fees, no monthly fees, and over 60,000 fee-free ATMs. Just by banking with Chime, I'm saving hundreds of dollars a year, and I'm using that extra money for my daughter's future. For a normal guy like me, I've given myself a small raise. Join me at Chime.com.
I mean, how are you going to do a 3-minute commercial during the match?
Julius and Ray continuing to pick up speed. Finish little man in the history. WWE. Mysterio sets free down. Rey Mysterio is timeless.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Sweet. Rad racing. Oh, holy cow. Hurricane Rana to the outside. Nice move by Dragon Lee. Ho. Fans love Rey Mysterio in Brussels. Hell, everyone loves Rey Mysterio. Oh, he got caught. Oh, baby. Hit him with the 6-1-9. W-O. Just wish they didn't have a 3-minute, ad during a good chunk of that. Is this Phoenix? Ray Phoenix? I was looking at some side by side, and oh, Aunt Becky from Full House.
So and Americana. If it was made in America, anybody, security in pursuit of a, come on, Corey. What? Hey, be honest, you cannot believe that that's not Jackie. Listen, I watched Raw last week from the comfort of my home, and I saw.
Yeah, that's Ray Phoenix.
You explain things. The American names be written in Spanish, not American, which is chat game. Nonetheless, let's switch gears as we get ready to show you what happened last week in our main event on Monday Night Raw at the Balor to Punk inside Steel Cage.
I wonder what else they have lined up here. Usually we go about 2 hours and 30 minutes for Raw. But everything that's been already reported has happened besides the main event with Braun Breaker and Finn. So I wonder what else we have left. But one thing is for sure, the Brussels crowd there in Belgium has been top tier. I think the only gripe that I have is maybe the Jey Uso match, the squash match. It could have went longer. against Theory. They didn't have to go so short. I mean, this isn't the 80s anymore. This cage match was pretty good, but after watching AEW Revolution, I definitely, me and Odin, we got spoiled. Especially watching Ospreay in the cage, it makes this match look very tame. Still good, but not as good as the Ospreay match. But let's be honest, how many people can actually have a match as good as Ospreay? Not many. Top of the third, Mariners still knotted up with the A's at 0. I see you, Roman.
A lot of people around here with a lot of explaining to do.
Oh, Seth Rollins. And they're not doing the freaking. They've taken that away. So we'll see what kind of gimmick that they end up having at some point or another. I would love to be able to see Seth go on a heel run too. I mean, he's just like Cody and a lot of the other top tier guys like Randy Orton that can be face or heel, but Seth is better off as a heel.
Shocking way to end Monday Night Raw last week. No one saw that coming, particularly Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is here live on Netflix. Welcome to the official reintroduction opening ceremony 2024.
Plus, we know off is not an option. Off means you're late for work or miss a call. Life's busy. You're busy. You need to be on the road, on the call, or just ready to play. Energy Plus has batteries, phone repair, key remote services, and lighting solutions you can rely on. Life's way. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Things going on in Hawkins. Stranger Things, the first shadow comes to Broadway in a rock spectacle event. It takes theater to the next dimension.
This is bigger than
Spectacular, jaw-dropping, and unforgettable.
it isn't the end. It's just the beginning.
Stranger Things, the first shadow on Broadway from March 28th. Get tickets now.
Ladies and gentlemen, just announced, Las Vegas to host Undertaker One Dead Man Show in NXT as part of WrestleMania Week. Undertaker One Dead Man Show will take place Saturday, April 19th at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. While NXT takes place Tuesday, May 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And you're live on the CW. An exclusive pre-sale opportunity will be at Wednesday, 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Followed by December public on sale, Friday, March 21st at 11 a.m. 8 a.m. Pacific via Ticketmaster. Still 6 up tonight in our main event. The coveted Intercontinental Championship is on the line as the reigning defending champion. The unpredictable badass Braun Breaker goes one-on-one with a former Intercontinental Champion against All Right Finn Balor.
Lori.
To put the Judgment Day back on top.
Damn, she looks young. And Becky. And obviously this is going to be some filler here and whatnot. And I don't know how long they'll have Seth on the mic and whatnot. But then we have the Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and then that should be the end of Monday Night Raw here in Brussels, Belgium. Then I got to take Paisley on a long walk and enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah, she's on the couch snuggling up, just waiting for Dad to get over, working, and then we'll probably go for a long, long walk. Weather is cleared up out here in Oregon, and I don't know. I don't know if we'll all stream later tonight or not. I'll kind of have to see how I feel since we already did this one, and then we'll figure out what the best course of action for the rest of the week is. Little NBA, NHL, March Madness, or some more wrestling in the near future. And then obviously NASCAR towards the weekend. The trucks race is going to be done by all drivers. So, I might end up doing the trucks on Friday, Xfinity on Saturday, and NASCAR Cup on Sunday like I did this last weekend. So, but I'm trying to sprinkle in a little bit of everything until we get to baseball season. But Paisley is good. She's always good. She has all of the love and attention that any pup would ever dream of. Oh, fuck. A's up 1-0 on the Mariners. Top of the fourth. Wish I could watch that, but. So what do you think? Definitely better than the Barcelona crowd, right? But as good as the French crowd, the France crowd, the same as the France crowd, just below the France crowd. What are you thinking? I mean, it's top tier, but that France crowd was just noisy from beginning to end. And they did a little bit more chanting, I feel. Just below France. That's what I'm thinking too. Just barely, though. I mean, there wasn't a quiet moment, and there's been a few, but I would definitely rate the crowd, above a 10. So if it's a 1 to 10 scale, France was a 20, and I guess Brussels is a 19, just slightly below, but very entertaining. Shows you how important a good crowd is on anything that you're watching. Wrestling, baseball, basketball, hockey. Again, when the crowd is into it, it makes the people at home get into it more. Facts. That is true. France was a pay-per-view, PLE. And this is the first, wrestling that WWE has brought to Brussels. So, good decision.
We'll get to him, but let's talk about Roman Reigns first. I saw the footage you watched last week. Am I mad as hell that Roman Reigns came for revenge on Seth freaking Rollins? Absolutely not, because I'd have done the same damn thing. The problem is, even after all these years, and a wise man in his ear, Roman Reigns still can't come up with a plan. He needs his architect to do it for him. Get it all figured out, the time, the place, the moment, except he left one little detail out, and that detail is the man whose name you were all chanting just a few moments ago. The luckiest loser on the face of the planet. Because if I had just a few more seconds in that cage with Punk, I would have done what I promised the world.
Oh, there we go. Mariners up 2-1. Fuck yeah. Now I got to check to see what's going on.
Ended his WrestleMania dreams, and I would have put his career.
What happened? Rayleigh doubled to left. Arozarena scored on a fielding error, and Rayleigh scored on a wild pitch. Nice. I'll take it.
For all of us, including Roman Reigns. But now, it's just like the good old days. I'm left to clean up Roman Reigns' mess. Oh, don't worry about the OTC. I will be sure to put him in his place along the way. And it just so happens.
I feel like the early time, it's going to be good for you on the East Coast, but for us out here on the West Coast, it's, it's not ideal. It's just too early. People at work, people busy. We can enjoy it and whatnot, but I mean, there's, usually a reason why I like to do them a little bit later in the evening, better chance to, get more people to come through and show some support.
I was thinking, why should I let them boys have all the fun? I was thinking maybe I'll make a little trip down to Italy. Maybe I make a little trip to SmackDown and put myself right in between Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Tell him, Seth.
Think about that.
And we got about 35 minutes left. So have Seth probably on the mic for another 5. And then the main event will be, 20 to 30 minutes with Braun Breaker and Finn Balor for the IC title.
I'll tell you what, you've been one hell of a crowd all night long. You've been singing with your beautiful voices, and I don't want to take that away from you. We got one more match here tonight. That is the main event for the Intercontinental Championship. So, Brussels, what do you say you sing my beautiful song as I make my way down to SmackDown and we make our way to the main event? Give it to me, Brussels.
Tell him, Seth. Yeah, well, we didn't want to miss anything because obviously, if we're gonna, be on socials and on our phones, like, as soon as you start scrolling through X or Instagram or Facebook, that you're gonna be able to already know what's going on. So, you're like me; we want to be able to see it live. So, they're going to Glasgow, Scotland, Drew McIntyre country, huh? And I guess a little bit better. 1 hour later, starting at 1 is better than starting at noon. Lyra Valkyria, Raquel Rodriguez. The Scotland crowd will be good. They're going to be rowdy. Yeah.
John Cena and Cody Rhodes will both once again be under the same roof next week in Glasgow on Monday night.
Cody Rhodes and John Cena.
Corey, I am here with the phenomenal
AJ Styles.
About Logan Paul. I was hoping that you could humor us and expand your thoughts here.
Well, I'll step behind everything I said. And listen, Logan Paul. Anyway, listen, he doesn't belong on our roster. There's nothing.
Karrion Kross.
Look, man, I just want to offer a different perspective if you don't want to talk about it. Let's hear it. Look.
It's crazy. Every time Kross has, someone that he talks to, he always dresses like them, mirrors their look.
How many years did it take you to get to WWE and find validation? 16, 17. Okay, 17. Didn't take Logan Paul 17 years to do it. Look, are you telling me you can't find respect for the spirit of this waltz into our business? Accomplished everything you thought to do since you were a little kid in record time. Yeah, I see what you're doing. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Braun Breaker. Penta and Braun, that'll be exciting. The Penta Continental Championship, huh? That Intercontinental belt looks really tiny on Braun's shoulder.
Finn Balor told me earlier today, it's St. Patrick's Day. What a day for Christmas to win a championship for the United States Amateur Hour. I agree with you. Finn Balor has a massive opportunity ahead of him tonight. Balor knows what it means to be Intercontinental Champion. Balor's the first ever WWE Universal Champion. Finn, no stranger to high stakes.
Here we go. And then at some point, you got to think that Dom and Finn are going to go one-on-one and maybe for control of Judgment Day. And I don't know. I just think that Dom is a better leader, even though he's young, but he's made a lot of strides in the last couple years. And, we'll see what direction that they go. But it's definitely not the same without Ripley and Priest in Judgment Day. All right, we're down to our main event. Mariners up 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. I got the Blazers later tonight against the Wizards at 7. Don't know if I'll really stream that or not. I'll probably just watch it with Paisley. And then I got to figure out what we're going to be doing tomorrow. All right, Kraken and the Blackhawks play tomorrow at 5:30. Nothing on the basketball side. And the Mariners and the Brewers play at 1, but it may not be televised, so probably doing the Kraken tomorrow. I mean, that's really the only thing that is available to do. And then Grizzlies and Blazers on Wednesday, possibly. And then they got the Dodgers and Cubs in the Tokyo series, but that's at 3 a.m. So on Tuesday and Wednesday. If those were at a better time, that would be something I could possibly do. But 3 a.m., that's a no-go. And then you got March Madness starting on Thursday. But then you got to look at the matchups on like what would actually be worth doing.
So I'm here with somebody smarter than any professor I've had. What's up, Chuck GPT? What's up, Chuck IRL? What do you think about this parlay?
And then Friday, you got Liberty and Oregon at the last matchup at 7 o'clock. 5-seed Oregon versus 12-seed Liberty. But I'll probably end up doing the Trucks instead. We'll see.
Oh, what's up, man? You're still trying to get that new place, right? Yeah. Well, check this. Table 5 was popping off. They were talking about all this new technology. There's a t-shirt that can button itself. T-shirt. For real? And the pants. Yes, sir. Pants, too. We got the best. I can check the best itself. My portfolio is set. You don't believe in yourself. I believe in me. All right, I'm going to go check up on Paisley here real quick before we get into the main event. Make sure she's okay.
All canned beans are the same. To show you why Goya black beans are so good, we brought in the experts. Paul and Plump. Approved.
Award-winning taste. Approved.
All right, she's still snugging on the couch.
If it's Goya, it has to be good.
I'm still in the private part of his career. You've ripped his car off of the phone. Like, oh my God, this is good.
He went through a difficult time. Doctors were telling him no one had ever returned to athletic competition after an injury like that, after tearing your quad.
Rehab hard, trained hard, and there's a mindset the whole time. I'm going to be better than I was before.
It's Madison Square Garden with the most passionate WWE fans in the whole entire world. And Triple H got to make his comeback.
What a great heel, Triple H. In that era, you know, definitely, you know, had the hate. But he was great for wrestling, a great talker, a great wrestler in the ring. I remember this.
One of the most emotional crowd responses I have ever heard.
And I am actually looking forward to Stephanie's, you know, show where, you know, she kind of does the interviews with some of the wrestlers and whatnot. You know, every once in a while, I'll find something that, you know, I'll go out of my way to watch. And that one actually looks pretty fucking good. Luger, McCool, Michelle, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
WrestleMania is presented by Sticker.
Stephanie's Place. Well, motherfuck. 4-2 A's. What happened? Oh, Wilson fucking homered. Fuck. Down by 2 now. All right, we're down to our main event here. Last 24 minutes-ish. Oh. And I don't think anybody really questions anything Braun does in the ring. It's about, getting better on the microphone to be able to cut a promo and whatnot. And if he can get better on the microphone at some point or another, it wouldn't be shocking to anyone if Braun Breaker is WWE World Champion one day. It's just a matter of time. But if there is one thing that he could work on is definitely the mic skills. But you could say that for almost every wrestler. Oh.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Bray, Julie Wicklow, Ireland, weighing at 190 pounds, representing the Judgment Day, Finn Balor. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia. 250 pounds.
Yeah, it's actually one of the best lineups I've seen in a show. Like almost every episode looks like it's going to be must-see TV. Oh. All right, we're in the main event here. A's up 4-2 on the Mariners in the top of the 5th, and the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor. And I imagine if Finn would end up winning, they could go Finn versus Dom, at some point, for not only the belt, but for control of Judgment Day. That's an angle that they could pursue at some point, but, you never know with Monday Night Raw, NXT, or SmackDown. We have seen belt changes pretty frequently, not on PLEs lately. So you don't really know what to expect, which is kind of nice. Oh. Crowd is pretty quiet for this main event. Yeah, definitely the France crowd is number one, even though it was a PLE, but this was one of the better ones that we've seen in a minute for sure. There we go, Robles. Shenton scored 4-3 A's. Let's go.
We saw it several weeks ago where I think a lot of the WWE universe expected Rhea Ripley to just run through Io Sky.
There we go. Now the crowd is finally, it's like you can't be quiet for the whole main event after being crazy the whole show. I mean, I get it. This may not be the crowd's favorite two wrestlers and whatnot, but I mean, at least it's for the belt.
Prematurely celebrating. Can't afford to get overconfident in this skill as he may be. Behind the scenes as he delivers the shoulders, the gut, the talent. The pressure continues to build for Finn as well, Corey. Remember, he had that commitment trying to win the world title last year. For Finn, he hasn't held singles gold in 3 years. As he's sitting at the top rope again, and pressure just continues to mount on winning the title. And Finn, stay down, Finn. Stay down. Braun breaker, stay down.
Get him, Braun. Oh, Sling Blade. Commercial, 3 minutes. I mean, I get it. They have these contract obligations for the commercials, but they can at least do a side-by-side. But 3 fucking minutes? I mean, you got to understand, matches aren't going to be that long. I mean, this one obviously is going to be about a 20, 25-minute match, but just like in that LWO match when they had the 3-minute break. But obviously that's all written into the contract. If they're going to be on Netflix, they have to make sure that these other things get promoted if they're paying money, to WWE during the time slot. So paying money to WWE, paying money to Netflix, paying money to whoever will show their branding of whatever it may be. That Wingstop actually looks pretty good, though. Yeah, I heard the critics gave it bad, ratings, but for the fans that watched it, it did decent. I did see it, on my feed. I might end up watching that. I mean, I like both of those individuals. I love Stranger Things, and we know Chris Pratt has done many, many things and whatnot, Guardians of the Galaxy and others. So, but if you end up watching it before me, let me know what you think of it. I mean, I don't expect it to be like, oh my God, this is like the best movie of the year. I feel it's going to be like a watch, maybe like a 7 or an 8, but something just to kind of pass the time, or something new to watch. I would be kind of shocked if it ends up being like a 9 or a 10. I don't think it's going to be that good, but maybe high side an 8, but realistically probably like a 7, 7.5, but worth watching, But again, I'm doing a lot of things right now. I'm watching X-Files with Mulder and Scully from the very beginning, and I'm on season 8. So I've been grinding on that pretty much every day, watching a couple episodes or more. I'm doing The Blacklist from the very beginning. Raymond Reddington, fantastic show. And I'm also doing Shameless from the very beginning. And I think I'm on like season 2 or 3 of that. So it just kind of depends on my mood. Oh, and I'm doing Walking Dead from the beginning also. So it kind of really depends. Do I want to watch like End of the World? Do I want to watch like FBI with Raymond Reddington? Do I want to watch the X-Files? Or do I want to watch Shameless and, crazy shit that's going on in Chicago? So for every piece of my personality, I kind of, I have that thing that will, keep me happy. But that's what I'm watching right now. I'm rotating with those 4 shows on top of 80s cartoons, G.I. Joe, The Real American Hero, Transformers, and I'm watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pretty much regularly. So yeah, and it's kind of funny too, because the only part that I'm kind of dreading is like when Glenn, fucking gets killed and Negan gets him with the barbed wire bat and his face gets all distorted and shit. Like even to this day, that kind of irks me. Like obviously I love Glenn as one of the main characters, and not everyone is going to survive, but there's going to be some gory deaths in Walking Dead. But I feel like ever since that happened, and then after Rick left the show, and obviously they've done some spin-offs with a few different characters as well, and I'll get into those later. Nice reversal there. 2. But after Rick left the show, I felt that it really wasn't the same, and I know a lot of people stopped watching. So yeah, I'm going to watch the Daryl Dixon spinoff as soon as I'm done with Walking Dead. That's probably going to be the next one that I watch, as far as the spinoffs are concerned. So, like, Daryl is in France or something like that, right? I didn't want to get too into it and read too much. I want to be surprised when I watch it, but I could have sworn that's what they were mentioning. That like he's overseas, he's not in America anymore with the zombies and everything. Braun Breaker with that athleticism. Wow. What strength by Braun. But it's not like Finn is really that big either. He's a pretty wiry, thin wrestler. Oh. Yeah, it kind of just depends on my mood, Oh, we got some run-ins here. Carlito and Dom. 2. Two. But it definitely feels like we're leading up to Dom and Finn going at each other for control of the Judgment Day at some point or another. That's just kind of my feeling. I'm not sure if, Finn will get booted out of Judgment Day and whatnot, but it wouldn't shock me at one point or another. But Finn doesn't really do anything for me. I don't really think he's that great on the mic. He's above average in the ring, but he's just not for me. I don't really care for him on the mic or in the ring. Like, I'm glad he's in WWE, but, doesn't really do anything for me, though, personally. Never really was a fan of him. And I know a lot of people liked him in, like, Bullet Club and other things from back in the day, but I've never really been a Finn guy. But I'm glad he's there, But if I was going to have a guy like Finn, wow, big clothesline, table doesn't break. But I mean, if I had a choice between like Finn and like Dolph Ziggler, give me Dolph Ziggler instead. If I'm going to go for like a guy that's similar in stature and, I think for me, Ziggler was more entertaining to me and a better seller and better on the mic than Finn. But, yeah. The Demon Finn is made, but again, it's like if you're going to do that, you have to do that the whole time, and obviously that's like the alter ego that comes out. But I feel like regular Finn is boring as shit. But obviously dressing up as the Demon, then it's interesting, but it's like, it's like people only care about him when he is the Demon and he hasn't been the Demon in a long time, but again, if I was him and I had some creative control, I would be the Demon moving forward. But again, that's a lot of work with face paint and having to do that fucking regimen all the time, but that would make him more popular and more, fans would be more supportive, I think. Yeah, Finn isn't as boring as like a Gunther, but yeah, I just never seen what, it's like if you like the Demon side, fine, but I don't know if there's enough to like, with just the regular Finn. 2. Yeah, his moveset is pretty boring. Like, I don't know if he needs like a tag team partner or a new gimmick, but he needs something, like, and obviously, he's doing this little singles run and whatnot. But I mean, at some point, I guess if you end up doing Dom and him for being the leader and the loser gets kicked out of Judgment Day, I mean, give you something to kind of look forward to, I guess. Yeah, I agree with you, though. 4-3 A's in the bottom of the 5th on the Mariners with 2 outs. And we're coming down here to the nitty gritty, the last 9 minutes or so of the show. Yeah, I agree too. You know, I feel like with Braun, you know, moveset is a little boring. And I would rather have a guy like Jacob Fatu, you know, with the belt, or Penta with the belt rather than Braun. Agreed. Oh. I mean, doing the Frankensteiner like obviously his dad, Scott, or relative Scott. The Steiners, Rick, dad, Scott, uncle. Yeah, Finn and Dom. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty good with ESP and just like reading the situation and reading the room, and you know, but I definitely feel like we are going to get Finn and Dom sooner than later. And I don't know. I just feel like Dom would be better as the leader at Judgment Day than Finn. Finn is kind of overrated. I mean, the only person I know that really loves Finn is Lenny D. That's it. But that's because he was in Bullet Club. But here we got Penta coming out. Super kick for you. Super kick for you. The Penta Continental Championship. And again, athletes, this is more of an intriguing matchup. You know, you got an athletic body versus an athletic body. Obviously, Braun needs to add a few more moves to the moveset instead of being just kind of like a Goldberg, you know, a glorified 2025 Goldberg, you know, but and the only way that, you know, Braun will be able to take it to another level is if he gets better on the microphone. Because if he's not able to cut a promo, you know, you're only going to go so far like Gunther, where it's like you might have the look, but you're not capturing everyone's interest, you know. And it's not like, you know, Braun is foreign born where English is a second language, you know, like Io Sky or with Penta. So, well, Britt is back. Well, we were about to end the stream. The show just ended. So we are going to call it a day. And I hope you have a good birthday celebration with Colton. And I may be live streaming later tonight for Blazers Wizards at 7 p.m. Pacific, but I'm not too sure. You know, if not, then we'll be doing the Kraken and the Blackhawks probably tomorrow at 5:30. That's really the only thing to do. Yeah, they're going to be doing a replay though. I would assume so. You know, if you want to check that, you know, you'll be able to watch it from the very beginning, which would be highly recommended. But overall, the crowd was phenomenal, and the show was pretty damn good. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm going to go take my pup for a long, long walk. The weather is cleared here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday afternoon/evening. Odin, thanks for hanging with your boy, Britt. Good to hear from you. Obviously at the beginning of the show and here at the end. Have a good celebration there with Colton, like I said. And then we'll be live tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific for the Kraken and the Blackhawks, or possibly later tonight. But I probably will just spend time with Paisley and kind of take it easy. So love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I am out. Gang.